Hey guys, AntCap24 coming back with another part of the Cover 2 concept series. Today we're going to be looking at the running back wheel. I'm going to show you basically one play and show you the complementary routes that you have to make to have it work. And that way you can go ahead and look in the rest of the playbook and do different things that way. But this way we keep the video as short as possible, but give you kind of what I'm looking for to beat Cover 2. And personally, Cover 2 to me is not a hard coverage to beat stock. It gets more difficult when you do Cover 2 sync and when you do Cover 2 over the top coverage. Now, all these Cover 2 concept beaters that I'm showing you are going to go so that they can work at all three, so that way you have the ability to have confidence when you read Cover 2 with the alignment that you can beat all three by doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at it. I'm going to go look at gun deuce. I'm going to look at a play called Y shallow cross. All right, look at the route on the right hand side. That route itself is a unique route that's going to basically make this play work, because that drives the strong safety to the hash marks, leaving this guy open. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mass protect. We're going to slide to the right, and we're going to put our running back on the wheel. See all that? This next thing, which is crucial, is put this X receiver on a drag route. What I like to do is put the drag route, and to get him to the right hand side a little bit quicker, I'm going to motion him pretty much right to the numbers and then hike it. It's also going to create a decoy, and it's also going to create an ability to get a quick pass off in case you got like an all-out blitz that you didn't see coming. Okay, so let me go ahead and show it to you. And this is basically Cover 2 stock, but I'm going to go ahead and just pass commit, and that basically that would be without any adjustments, right? So let's go ahead and move our motion in, and we're going to look at this wheel route, and we're going to throw this over the top. That was a terrible throw, but that was basically, let me show it to you with a better throw here. Mass protect, slide to the right. Sometimes it's not as easy to explain it as you play. Right now I'm just going to go ahead and throw the ball here, and the wheel route's going to go ahead, and there's the throw that you're looking for. Over the top, nowhere near him. Now the reason why this works is what I mentioned before, is that first route that you're looking at, okay? The first route here, this guy is going to drive this strong safety all the way to the hash marks. Okay, he's the deepest guy in that half of the field, and he's got to respect that his man, that's his side of the field. So literally, until he gets to the middle, he can't release him to the other guy. So he has to follow him. That creates all this space, all right, that we're going to be able to throw this ball over the top and just be able to kill it. Okay. Now this also works against Cover 2, and when we call it over the top coverage. The guy on the right now isn't going to play the flat. What he's going to do is going to be able to back up about roughly another 15 yards from where he is at the moment, but at that point, as soon as he gets to that threshold, he's now going to go back and play the flat, and he's going to come back to the line of scrimmage. So the reason why a lot of people give up on these plays is because it looks like he's getting blanketed, which he's really not if you know that it's Cover 2. So we're going to mass protect, we're going to slide to the right, we're going to put the running back on a wheel, we're going to put this X on a flat route, a drag route, and basically this is with an over the top coverage. And if you see, it's the same exact result, because that DB, even though he makes the appearance he's dropping deeper, he's going to come back. Okay, now let's look at one more setup with the Cover 2 sync to show you that it is consistent, and then I'm going to show you a couple housekeeping things that I do to make sure that this works. All right, so basically, deuce, and really you're just looking for a play that's got the, you can use the PA dig, but we're looking for a play basically that has that route. Okay, so let's go ahead back to Cover 2 sync. Okay. Now we're going to do the same exact thing, mass protect, slide to the right, RB on the wheel, the X on the drag. Okay, so you see how it's working out? This is the play. Move it through, hike it, and same exact thing. is got him beat. Okay? Now that's why I do the lob pass, because I know that if I lob it, I still have air underneath it to catch it. If you see on the cover 2, this guy does a really deep drop here. He started off at the 35. I'm sorry, right here. 35. He's worked himself all the way to the 25. Now he's at the 20. So it's a 15-yard drop. I throw it right here. You see where I throw the ball? I throw it right here. Even though the guy hasn't beat him yet, I'm throwing this bomb because I know this guy's going to stop. See how he kind of stops? Because that's his threshold before he knows the ball's in the air. And we're able to throw this over the top deep. Okay? So that's how it beats cover 2 sink. Now, what I said about some housekeeping things. If you look at my line right now, I've got my tight ends are subbed out for offensive tackles. I do this with formation schemes. Basically go ahead and sub them in. You have that ability to do it. One, you can definitely run out of this formation better that way. I don't do this a lot. I do this specifically for this play against cover 2. If your tight end isn't holding up. Okay, if you've got some good blocking tight ends, by all means, keep them in there. It's not a big deal. But I know that those guys on the outside are actually going to go against the defensive ends. And when you've got 7 linemen, the last thing you want to do is let your tight end go against the defensive end, because you created a mismatch for them by having so many linemen. Now, might as well take advantage of it by putting a lineman on a defensive end. So that's what I do there. I mean, I've got Pasco, which is a really good blocking tight end. I usually have him on the left-hand side. I usually don't sub him out. I usually sub out the right tight end in order to get a better blocking player. But just for the sake of the video, I went ahead and subbed them both out to be able to get more protection. So this is something that if you're trying it and your guys aren't holding up, go ahead and try that out. It'll help you out with getting a little bit more protection and give that opportunity to make this wheel work. Now, obviously, if you don't need it, you got good blocking tight ends, good for you. But if you don't, it's a nice little easy tip to make it work. So appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the view, and enjoy.